like fan art, and I don't really want to buy fan art.
I really like this jacket. It's based upon the Hunter x Hunter theme. I got 2 prints from 2 people that I've been following on YouTube for a couple years now. When I saw this across the room, I was like, what in the world is that? I really enjoyed this place. So if you're in the area of DC and on near K Street, check it out. So overall, I spent a grand total of...
All right, I'm about to head to the con. I just got out the shower, had to get dressed, had to get nice and clean. I got everything with me. I'm gonna be solo until like noon. It's not noon. I'm headed to the train, get in the Uber, and we Gucci. We all there. I'm excited. I really want to get a new earring and maybe a new piece of jewelry for like my hand. There we go. New piece of jewelry, a new earring, and hopefully we get it. Well, I'm going to Japan next year.
Can you take me with you? I'll be the pet dog.
So they just opened up and combined both the artist alley and the merch stuff or whatever. So now I'm going back to the artist alley. I'm gonna do a loop, see what I like, take a mental note, take a picture, see if I find some earrings I like.
I saw her go this way.
So far, I haven't found anything in particularly interesting to me. There's one artist that I like their stuff, but I can't tell if it's original art or like fan art, and I don't really want to buy fan art. Fan art's not really my thing, to be completely honest. So I don't really want to buy some more fan art because I already have fan art. Like the fan art I have is stuff I like. I want to get original pieces and start collecting those. In the dealer's alley, I didn't really see much either, to be completely honest. So this year, the dealer's alley and artist alley are just like open all the way together. I don't believe that was like that before. I believe they were closed off before, but now it's like open so you can just walk through both. The dealer's alley, I was looking more for like earrings and like a ring. But I have not found either that I like. I found some, but they're all like kind of cheaply made type stuff, not really actually like metal or anything like that. Which in previous years they had metal, so I'm not entirely sure. I honestly don't know. I did see 3 YouTubers that I follow on YouTube. I might get a picture with them later. It's just interesting to see people that you follow on YouTube for a while now. Some of them like 2 years plus now. Just see them in real life. I mainly follow them for like insight on how they do it, like cons and stuff. I got kicked off the wall that I was sitting. But I was saying, like, there's a lot of stuff here that is relatively interesting, not necessarily stuff that I want to personally buy. Like, I was hoping for more like jewelry based stuff, like maybe some necklaces, earrings, rings that I could like collect original artwork. Again, didn't really see that much original artwork or jewelry and stuff that I like. There's original artwork, like right here, original, but not that I particularly want. So it just is what it is. And I've walked this multiple times already, so I'm not gonna walk it again. I'm gonna go the dealer's alley one more time, make sure I didn't miss any like rings or earrings and stuff like that. But other than that, I haven't really again found much I like, except for a complete set of Fire Force of the manga. So I might go back and get that, but that's like $150, I think, or yeah, like $147.99 or some shit like that. I might get that because I really like Fire Force when it originally came out. This is way before the anime or anything like that, but I just never like finished it. Like, kind of turned me off when it became an anime because I was like, oh, this is gonna become an anime. And this is before I knew this was like even connected to. Like I was reading it when it dropped, and it was like, oh, this is going to be an anime. And then, like, literally, like 2 months later, and they announced, we're getting an anime within the comics. And I was like, oh my God. So I do want to finish it. I would like to have all the books. I like the art style and everything, so I might go. But I guess it's just more of going around now. This will autofocus. Put this back into. This is Cool cardigan.
Green.
Someone's calling me. Spam risk. Got like bats and stuff. So it's like a Halloween cardigan. It's nice. $70 for it. I might come back and get it.
So let's just get this out the way. I'm currently sick, so if I sound a bit different or a little bit stuffy, that is why. I also did not really film anything for day 2 of Otakon because I was just hanging with my friend the entire time, showing him around. I didn't really want to go and film a bunch of stuff, but I did do some pickups on day 2 of Otakon. The first one being this purple jacket. I really like this jacket. It's based upon the Hunter x Hunter theme, so the spiders. So it has the spider on the back. It's a nice like varsity jacket. It fits very well. I had to get a bigger size. I originally went with my actual size, but I had to get a bigger size because when I moved my arms to like do this, it felt a little tight when it was fully buttoned up. So I wanted to get a extra size bigger, but they didn't have it, so they gave me a 2 more bigger, and it fits really well. I like the bagginess that it has of it. It gives it more of a aesthetic vibe. I like baggy clothes, so hey, it worked out in the end. I also got a new earring. I'm not wearing it right now, but you'll see a clip right now of me wearing it. I really like this earring. It's a long dangly earring. I'm more into collecting jewelry now, just for accessory sakes and aesthetic sakes. I really like certain jewelry, and if it resonates with me, then I'm gonna get it. So I got that long dangly earring. It's very nice. It has a moon on it and then like a little pendulum, and then inside the little spheres there's like an emerald, but like a green fake jewel or something like that. So those were the 2 big things that I got. I got 2 more things, and those are actually prints. I'll throw up some B-roll right now. I got 2 prints from 2 people that I've been following on YouTube for a couple years now. One is Inkwell and the other one is Julian Doodles. I got one of their prints from each of them respectively, and I got a picture with them too. So it's very interesting to see people that you've following online in person. I was like, oh, this is this person. So it was nice to see them. I said hi, got a picture, like I said. And that was pretty much day 2, because day 2 again was just hanging out with my friend, and then I met up with my other friends and introduced them together, and then we were just hanging out. So I didn't really record anything on day 2.
It's the last day of the con. We came 30 minutes before the con ended. I knew this was going to happen, so I didn't really bring anything. Just going to the burrito place one last time that I like. I haven't showcased it on the vlog yet, so you guys get to see it today. It's like right outside the con too. It's really good pricing too. And it's like, you can taste that it's homemade. It's not like all these additive shit. Like you can taste the freshness of the burritos and everything. So I actually like it. And they have this hibiscus drink that's really nice. It's right along K Street, I believe. I mean, I'll double check with that, but it's right over here.
The establishment is called Soul Mexican Grill, and it is right alongside K Street, right outside the con. It's really good pricing, and you get a lot of food. As you can see, the burrito was really big. I really enjoyed this place. So if you're in the area of DC and are near K Street, check it out. After eating a lot of delicious food, I met back up with my friends and we decided to go for a little walk. We originally wanted to go to the Pencil, but we decided it was a little bit too far, so we stopped by at an art museum, and I'm really glad that we did. I rarely ever go to art museums, but I really enjoyed this. I got a lot of pictures of people and paintings, mostly portraits that were created back in the day, that I found really interesting. Whilst at the art museum, I came across this thing. This is so creepy to me. And I draw creepy artwork. This was just like on a whole nother level. When I saw this across the room, I was like, what in the world is that? Obviously, it's a birthing scene, but the actual piece itself is very, very unpleasant for whatever reason, probably because of the materials that it's made from and the way that the eye kind of just looks like it's staring at you when you're looking at it face forward. But it is so creepy in all regards. Like, what in the world? After getting kicked out of the art museum because it was closing soon, we decided to leave DC and go and hang out near a pier and just chat for a while. Later in the night, while sitting at the pier, we noticed that the moon was very close and very orangey. It doesn't really pick up that well in the photos or the video that I took because it was just on the phone camera. I wish I had my actual DSLR there, but it looked very odd and very cool, so I just had to record it real quick. We are back to Sick Elden Cam, and I just wanted to do a little thoughts and conclusions at the end of this video and how much I actually spent at the con total. So my overall thoughts of the con was it was kind of different in the sense that, again, I didn't go to the con with my normal group of friends. I went with another batch of friends that haven't been to the con or have been to the con but only go there for like a single day. So it was very different in that case. It was also different in the sense that I didn't get a hotel this time. I usually get a hotel when I go to the con, but the hotel itself was going to be way too expensive. I think it was going to be $562 for 3 nights there, which is outrageous, and there's no point in me buying that since I live relatively close where I can just go to this train station and then go to DC. So I saved money there, but it did give me a different vibe or feel for the overall con because I wasn't there for like the nightlife or like the dance or whatever that usually goes on afterwards. But again, I didn't want to spend all that money. I still spent quite a bit of money, and let's get into that right now. So I'm going to break it down into different sections. So the travel cost of the con via Uber was actually only $21.95, and then by train I actually only spent about $13 more, so it became $34.95. After all of that, I only had to spend $13 for the train because I already had money left over on my Metro card from last time I was in DC, how many ever years ago that was, so I didn't have to spend that much. And that was only for day 1, because day 2 and day 3 I had rides to the con, different rides from different friends to the con, so I didn't have to spend money on traveling there. The next, I'm gonna say how much I spent on food, because I ate quite a bit there, like a lot more than I usually eat. I guess because there was not much to do there that I got pretty hungry, but either way, let's see how much it costs. So the total price that I spent on food was actually $133.24 while I was there in DC. It actually could have been a little bit more, but 2 of the meals my friend bought me and then 1 of the meals I bought him. So it could have been more, it could have been less if I just brought my food, but that's how much I spent there. And it was good food. 3 of the things that I bought there were actually from like 3 of the foods that I ate or meals that I ate were from the Soul Mexican Grill. And then the other, there's 2 that I ate from a Jamaican place that had like really good Jamaican chicken over there. And I also ate a burger and fries while at the con. All of them are around the same price point, just about around like $16-ish. And then the Jamaican place I think was around like $20-ish because I got a drink there one time, but around $16-ish was the average throughout the con experience, which actually isn't too bad comparatively speaking to how prices are where I live at the moment, which is expensive. But yeah, so food wise could have been better, but not too bad. Again, $133.24 is how much I spent on food there. Now for the final one would be the actual merchandising that I bought, which includes the earring, the jacket, and the 2 prints that I had purchased. So let me see how much that cost. The dangly earrings that I got were actually $37.10, and then the jacket that I got was $60. It was on sale. The next thing that I had purchased was the inkwell print, which was $16.12, and following that was the Julian Doodles print that was $11.05. So total wise on merchandise that I bought there, it came up to $124.27. I was actually expecting to spend more there, but there were a lot of things that I did not want to buy for myself. A lot of fan arts. I originally wanted to grab a bunch of original artworks, but I didn't see that many that really trapped me into buying them. I was also going to buy the complete set of Fire Force, the manga collection, but they had did something really kind of shady. So they had sold out of the one that they had originally, and they said they were gonna bring back the other one from their storefront. And I asked them, hey, is this gonna be the same price? They said yes. So I said, okay, I'll go and buy it tomorrow. But when I came back later, they actually had bumped the price up a bit more by $40 more. I don't think they knew that I took a picture of the original price point of when they sold it, and they said, hey, this is going to be the exact same price. So I was just like, okay, I'm just not going to buy this, and left. I didn't even try talking to them. I was just like, this is scummy, and just left. This isn't the first time I've had an issue with this particular manga storefront that is an Otakon. The last time I had purchased manga from that storefront was a couple years ago actually, and they had double charged me, and the owner himself, I know he's the owner because it's the same owner and he's the same shape and size as I remember him, was like, oh, that's impossible. You shouldn't have been double charged. It's impossible that it would already go through. When I literally was showing him my bank statement, it took one of his co-workers to be like, hey, some banks actually process things faster than the others because it was during the weekend. He just didn't want to give me my money back, and because his coworker said something, he was forced to give me my money back. But yeah, I don't know that. I don't remember the stall's name. I just remember the guy's face, body shape, and everything. I would not shop there for manga, honestly speaking. You could cross-reference prices online and probably find them for a better price. But yeah, it's kind of shady. Yeah, but yeah, other than that, I didn't really buy anything, and I was expecting to buy more. Just didn't have a lot of things that used to be there in the dealer's room, and the artist alley wasn't as original art focused. Again, there were some, but they just just did not draw my attention to wanting to purchase it. So overall, I spent a grand total of whatever number appears right here in the screen. It wasn't as much as I initially thought I was going to be spending, which I'm not mad about. Like, I got to save more money. I still had a fun time. It was just a bit different. It didn't have that same charm as when I first went with my friends. It was just a little bit different. It seemed a little bit more corporate, more spaced out, which is fine because there's a lot of people that go there. It just didn't really feel that great. Because the dealer's room before used to have like video presentations or like little games that you could play while you were there. So it'd be a little bit more interactive. Whereas it was just mainly shopping there right now. The same thing with the artist alley. It just felt not as fun for whatever reason. Like the overall con this year just not felt as fun. I don't know about sales or anything for people because I didn't sell there. I do eventually want to go and sell there just to have that experience. But as a con goer, for the things that I do, because I'm not like a heavy panel goer or anything like that, it did not feel as fun. The energy was not as hype as it was before, if that makes sense. But yeah, either way, I enjoyed my time there and hope you guys enjoyed this video. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Peace. Bye-bye.